Tonight, two North Texas congressmen are accused of being too cozy with the controversial payday loan industry. Both Jeb Hensarling and Pete Sessions are suspected of taking campaign contributions from payday lenders, closely followed by their votes to protect the industry from threatening legislation. Brett Shipp joins us tonight. He's got details for us. Brett?
That's right, John. Congressman Hensarling and Sessions say they've done nothing wrong. But according to the ethics complaint filed last month, what Hensarling and Sessions did amounts to accepting a bribe from an industry many say takes advantage of the poor. Tonight, News 8 investigates.
So what do you want to do today?
Pay it all off, get it over with.
Pay it off and never come back. A pledge being made by a borrower inside this North Texas payday loan business. One of many who finds out too late the short-term or title loan they're taking out can be financial quicksand. Last September, he borrowed $440. His receipt indicates his payback would be $118.25 over 5 months.
So at the $118.25 is y'all's fee, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then
What is the interest rate?
It's $25 per 100.
But if he read his contract, he would have noticed that the monthly payment was covering not the principal and interest, but a separate $730 finance charge, and that the interest rate is really 358%, and that borrowing $440 over the next 6 months would end up costing him at least $1,203, and if he didn't pay it off by March, they could take his car. The borrower had no idea until we told him.
I was devastated. I said, these are crooks. I'm not rich. I've got one job and it hardly pays me enough to eat.
Crazy.
Sally Frank of Dallas got caught in the same trap from the same payday lender.
I had to take out 2 loans actually, so I took out another one about a month later because I was paying like a 400% interest rate on this original loan I had taken out.
Sky-high interest rates, onerous fees, nightmare stories about payday loans are not new. What is, however, is this: a congressional ethics complaint filed against a dozen congressmen based on a report by the consumer watchdog group Allied Progress. It targets a dozen congressmen for taking campaign contributions from the payday loan industry, then days later voting to protect the industry from tighter regulations.
The brazenness at which they've taken this money and then turned around and done the bidding of these special interests is unheard of as far as I'm concerned. It needs to be investigated by the House Ethics Committee and others.
Among the dozen singled out, North Texas Congressman Jeb Hensarling and Pete Sessions, both taking tens of thousands of dollars in contributions over 4 years from people and PACs affiliated with the payday loan industry. Normally not a problem, except the report cites examples where Hensarling and Sessions accepted contributions, then days later signed on to legislation supporting payday lenders. On July 14th of last year, Sessions took a $5,000 campaign contribution from pawn shop giant Cash America. The next day, he signed up to co-sponsor House Resolution 4986, a bill that would have, in part, benefited payday lenders. The complaint filed in Washington calls that the same as accepting a bribe. After repeated attempts to schedule an interview with Sessions, we caught up with him last week. What is your opinion of the payday loan industry, just in general, Congressman?
You know what?
Yeah.
Brett.
Please.
You know this is a cheap shot. There are over 400. No, I'm going to stay right here. There's over 400 of these efforts that are filed by left and right.
Sessions says the ethics complaint against him is baseless and the accusations are political. Do you have an opinion of the payday loan industry?
I do. As a matter of fact, I do. This administration has done everything they can do to destroy business and where businesses are.
Congressman Hensarling also declined our interview request, but according to his chief of staff, this so-called complaint was concocted by one liberal front group and marketed by another. The assertion being made by these groups is ridiculous and not worthy of further comment. Meanwhile, in a church sanctuary in inner-city Dallas, far from the world of politics,
I am a victim of predatory
payday loans.
A grassroots campaign to stop the debt trap.
And I'm speaking up because the demon in my life was payday loans.
An outcry to politicians to stop accepting money being siphoned from the poor and pass tougher laws to protect them.
You're glad to be out of this?
Yes, I'm glad I'm happy. Well, I'll sleep tonight.
Some cities are not waiting for Congress to act. Dallas, Houston, Austin, and San Antonio and 22 other Texas cities have all recently passed regulations restricting payday loans. Tomorrow night, Arlington City Council is expected to do the same. Brett Shipp, Channel 8 News.